بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على عبده ورسوله نبينا وإمامنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. ما بعد. الباب الثامن بعد 100 باب كراهية الأكل متكئا. عن أبي جحيفة وهب بن عبد الله رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا آكل متكئا، رواه البخاري. قال الخطابي المتكئ ها هنا هو الجالس معتمدا على وطاء تحته. قال وأراد أنه لا يقعد على الوطاء والوسائد كفعل من يريد الإكثار من الطعام، بل يقعد مستوفزا لا مستوطئا ولا يأكل بلغة. هذا كلام الخطابي. وأشار غيره إلى أن المتكئ هو المائل على جنبه، والله أعلم. وعن أنس رضي الله عنه أنه قال رأيت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم جالسا مقعيا يأكل تمرا، رواه مسلم. المقعي هو الذي يلصق اليتيه بالأرض وينصب ساقيه. Chapter 108 speaks on the prohibition or how it's disliked to eat in a certain manner, how you should not eat in a certain way. And this way that you should eat does not pertain to your hands or your fingers. It does not pertain to eating or drinking directly from the bowl or the cup, burping, belching, blowing. It doesn't pertain to licking your fingers. It doesn't pertain to anything that you say or do before or after, but it pertains to how you sit. That there's a certain way that when you eat, you should not sit. There's a certain sitting that a person should or shouldn't have. And obviously, how you sit when you eat is very important, extremely important. From a health perspective, a perspective of health, digestion, enjoying your food, culture, how comfortable you are or how uncomfortable you are. Certain places you go, you don't sit down, you stand up. That's the culture. Certain foods or certain people, you have to stand up. You should stand up. Whether it be in the United States, certain places in which you eat the sandwiches, or whether you're in Jordan or Palestine, you eat mensef, you're supposed to stand up. You're not supposed to sit down. But many places, if not most places or most meals, you're going to be sitting down. And subhanAllah, the sitting arrangement, the sitting manner is oftentimes going to determine the nature of your meal. A restaurant, fine dining. There's no establishment of fine dining except that it has a what? A place to sit. And a good place to sit. A nice place to sit. A comfortable place to sit. Which determines how long you stay in the restaurant. How comfortable you feel. And how you're going to exceed the basic need and the main purpose of eating, which is dining. And now it's talking and laughing and joking and ordering more and drinking more and wasting more crucial, vital time. That's the dining experience, the ambiance, the candle, the tablecloth, okay, so on and so forth. So how shouldn't a Muslim sit and eat? Very important. So the first narration is reported by Wahb ibn Abdullah Abu Juhayfa radiallahu anhu. He reported in Sahih Bukhari that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "La akulu muttaki'an." He says, as far as me, la akulu muttaki'an. I don't eat sitting in this manner of ittika. And the reason why we didn't translate the word yet is because there is no definite agreement upon what this word means. One thing's for sure is that the Prophet ﷺ says, I don't eat like this. Period. We can agree that. He says that I do not eat like this. Did he say it's haram? You can't do it. La ta'kulu muttaki'in. Don't sit and eat like this, but he says that he doesn't do it. So the least that we can take away from it is that it shouldn't be done. And it's not necessarily impermissible. So now the question is, what's meant by this manner of sitting? La akulu muttaki'an. There are different interpretations in the Arabic language. The scholars who explain this hadith. Some of them say, the first interpretation is that the Prophet ﷺ, when he sat down and ate, he did not sit down upon a cushion. He didn't eat with a mat, something very comfortable beneath him, in which he plans to sit for a while and stay for a while. But instead, he's going to eat what he needs to eat, drink what he needs to drink. Alhamdulillah, get up and go handle your business. And the Muslim is not supposed to spend all of that extra time sitting, eating, laughing, joking, chitter-chattering, dining. So that's the first interpretation. لا آكل متكئا يعني على الوسائد, upon cushions and pillows. So if that's on the floor, on your knees, or sitting on your backside, then the same is going to apply sitting in a restaurant, in a fine restaurant, sitting there for a very long period of time. That's interpretation number one. Interpretation number two, and he says that a person who isn't that comfortable when they eat, in most cases, they're not going to eat till they're full. The more comfortable you are, the more you're going to eat, and the more time that you're going to spend eating. All right, so that's interpretation number one. Interpretation number two, as some people say, لا آكل متكئا يعني مائلا على جنب, is sitting and leaning on one side. The Prophet ﷺ never would sit and lean over and get too comfortable and lose his balance when he ate. And obviously the wisdom behind this is clear as well. لأن الماء على الجنب يستكثر. He's going to eat a lot. He's going to be very comfortable, and it's also a manifestation of laziness and lethargy, in which you're eating, laying down, relaxing, like somebody sitting back with in a palace or something. Just he has the luxury to eat like that, to be fed, versus someone who barely has food, or this is the food that we've been provided for. Bismillah, we eat and we go. Khalas. All right. So those are two interpretations from the ulama of Islam, and there are others as well. The second hadith is narrated by Anas radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He said, one day I saw the Messenger of Allah alayhi salam eating dates, and he was sitting upon his knees. He was eating dates and he was sitting upon his knees. Muq'iyan. Okay? So a person who's muq'i is like this. Alright? The legs are back, mansubatin, and sitting behind. So the Prophet ﷺ, he ate the dates, and he wasn't sitting 100% in a comfortable manner because he didn't plan to stay that long. And that hadith is in Sahih Muslim. The moral of the story is that a Muslim is allowed to eat. He's allowed to enjoy what Allah has provided him with. Kulu washrabu, kulu min tayyibati ma razaqnakum. There's no prohibition of that. But a Muslim is not supposed to live to eat. Okay, can a Muslim be a foodie? Traveling the world, making videos, enjoying this food is that, you get the point, you take it but not too much, huh? Right? Wallahu ta'ala alam.